Hey everyone, Chef Eric Hammond here, back at you. Today I'm going to make a hybrid type of soup. It's going to be potage changement, which is a French split pea soup, but instead of using ham, I'm going to use guanciale. So guanciale is cured pork cheeks. It's from Italy. So I'm going to make like a part French, part Italian soup. I hope you enjoy the video. So your ingredients, or as they say in French, mise en place, which translates to in its place roughly, you're going to need some carrots, celery, onions. We call this the mirepoix, nicely diced. Leeks, chopped thyme, garlic, guanciale. This is the cured pork cheeks, which is going to give it a little Italian twist to it. We're going to need green split peas that you get in your supermarket and a bunch of chicken broth. So let's start cooking. You want to get a pot on, give it some good heat, and when it's heated up enough, you want to put just a touch of olive oil in it, not extra virgin olive oil or anything like that, just regular virgin olive oil or some canola oil or things like that. Once it's crispy and all the fat is rendered out, you want to remove the guanciale from the pot, reserving it for later. You also want to keep this fat because this is gold. We're going to cook the vegetables in this fat. Once the guanciale is removed, we're going to reserve it for later. You want to leave a little bit of the fat that rendered from the guanciale, and this is how we're going to cook our vegetables. It's going to give it really a unique flavor to it. You want to start by adding leeks. And you want to sweat them down until they're soft. If there's not enough fat in there, you could always add a little bit more of the rendered fat, like I'm doing, or you could use butter or more oil. Remember, you want to season every step of the way with salt and pepper. I'm going to use a little bit of salt and pepper because the guanciale has a real high salt content in it, so you don't want to over salt it. Remember, you could always add, but you can never take away. When the leeks start to get semi-soft, it's when you want to add the rest of your vegetables, and you want to sweat this down until they are also soft. At this point, you want to add your thyme to the mix. And if you're using garlic, it's time to add the garlic. So while your vegetables are sweating, you need to rinse your peas to inspect them for wholesomeness, to make sure there's no stones in these things. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've used lentils or split peas, and there's stones in the mix. So the purpose of sweating the vegetables is to extract all their flavors into the oil, into the fat. So you're going to get a much deeper, more flavorful soup. So now that the vegetables are sweated, you have a little bit of color on there, and they've lost a little bit of their mass. Now it's time to add the peas. So just your rinsed peas, just pop them in there, Sweat those a little bit. Break them all up. Get some of this pea flavor going in there. Then you want to add some of the guanciale. Not all of it, because you want some garnish for your soup. So just put in some of the guanciale. Mix it up. Don't forget, you need to season every step of the way. So I'm going to add a little bit more salt and a little bit more black pepper. Mix it all up. Sweat this down for just a couple of minutes. So now that the peas and the vegetables and the guanciale have all cooked together for a few minutes, start pouring in your chicken stock. Looks like I'm going to need some more. That's all right. I'm using, this is a half a gallon of stock right here, but I'm probably going to need 3/4 of a gallon in this, because the peas, don't forget, are going to expand. Now, once you've added all your stock, you want to bring it to the boil. And once it reaches the boil, you want to set it to a low simmer until it's done. So what's great about the soup is it can be vegetarian or vegan as well. You would just omit the guanciale, don't put any butter in it or cheese or anything like that, and boom, you got a vegan soup. Obviously, you're going to not use chicken stock, you're going to use vegetable broth. So when it's done, you want it to be fully cooked like so. What we're going to do now is we're going to partially puree this. So with this, you're going to need an immersion blender. And just start mixing it up a little bit. You know, not too much. You still want a little bit of the thickness in it. So you're going to have a nice pureed soup. Well, partially pureed. And it's going to have all the flavor from everything you put in this. This is really a fantastic dish. So when you're all done, you want to ladle it into a nice bowl. You want to garnish it with the reserved guanciale, or you could garnish it with croutons as well. This is such a great hearty soup, and I really love it, and I hope you do too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said before, I love soup. I hope you love making this recipe, and I hope you really love eating this recipe and sharing it with your friends and family. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Chef Eric Hammond, and on my Instagram, hashtag Chef Eric Hammond. Thanks so much. I really enjoy making these videos for you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.